We are tonight's entertainment.
What the fuck is this, Chet?
This is a tasty burger.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
You like Huey Lewis on the news?
Is this your homework, Larry?
Why just spill your beans?
Welcome back to the motherfucking Film Scoop.
Film Scoop.
We're back. Back with another week of
I'll tell you what.
auditory masturbatory.
What is that?
Auditory
Uh-huh.
masturbation.
Oh, I got you.
Yep.
That's kind of hot.
When I word it like that, it's not too bad.
yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're back. We don't have a lot to talk about this week because it's February.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Pretty light week for me.
It's Poop Town at the cinema. So, not too much, but we got some questions from listeners, from some of my buddies. Mm-hmm. So, are you saying like I told you that?
We went over the plan. We went over the plan.
Fucking we got questions from the listeners, so we're gonna talk about that.
Gonna review those.
Do our normal scoop shenanigans.
Yeah. Speaking of Poop Town, though, I have a bit of a story that just transpired. This happened 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Before the podcast, ate dinner, got my podcast ready, and went to go take poop. Had to go drop off some timber in the old bathroom. No toilet paper in there, in my bathroom, so I text my wife, who we're married, and supposedly she loves me, supposedly. And I said, hey, I got no toilet paper in here. And she texts me back, use the bidet. And I have wet wipes in the little, laundry closet. What the fuck kind of a response is that? That's crazy. Why would you not just go bring me toilet paper?
I mean, what's the bidet for then? If you're not going to use it.
She wanted the bidet. That's another story. I have a bidet now. And I no longer have the slow close toilet seat. So I'm going to start pissing on.
Now I have the slow close toilet seat.
Yeah, dude. That was the only thing that kept me.
Now I'm flying first class. And you're getting fucked.
Yeah, dude. I'm using your flat
to install an instrument that I didn't even want.
Yeah, dude. And it's the cheap one too. It's just cold water straight on your asshole.
That sounds not good.
It's not. I used it once, didn't like it, so I don't use it. And then I was denied toilet paper by my wife, so I had to fucking freeball. I waddled out.
I will say, I'll say here, listen, I'm with you partly. She was being lazy.
Correct.
She didn't want to get up and get you toilet paper.
Correct.
On the other hand, why are you not looking at the toilet paper situation before you sit down?
It was an emergency situation.
Okay, this has happened twice now.
Which
you've told this same story twice now, so this keeps happening.
The initial one, 100%. I was somewhat.
That's the first thing I do when I go into the bathroom.
Because I was in your bathroom when I unveiled on that, so it was a foreign environment. So I should have analyzed. I was in my bathroom, which is supposed to be neutral terrain, and stocked. And it was an emergency situation, which is why it was a bit runny, which is why the wet wipes wouldn't have worked. It would have just made things way worse. I needed something to soak up the juices. And I sat there, I let my ass drip a little bit, and then I got up, waddled out, down the hall to the garage.
That's crazy.
Grabbed toilet paper and then waddled back.
Did she see you waddling?
I don't know where the fuck she was, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
crazy. And then I once I got cleaned up.
That's not the response you would want.
I got cleaned up and I was like, dude, it would be so great if I was gay and married to a man. Yeah. That would be so incredible.
I can confirm.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I wouldn't have even had to ask. It probably would have been stocked in there.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's your fault. You
Yeah.
asked for this.
What a horrible decision I made.
Yeah. But was that your only scoop of life?
Yeah, that was my scoop of life.
All right. Got a little bit of news. Jake Gyllenhaal is officially set to star in a supernatural romantic thriller directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't like the sound of any of that.
Now, I like this. I'm a smart person, and I like smart people things. And Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my top 3 favorite actors. I love the guy to pieces. And his film choices, as of late, putting it nicely, have been shit.
Yeah.
I don't like what he's been doing recently. Even if I find them mildly enjoyable, I don't like him going down the ambulance and Roadhouse path. Even The Guilty. I think that's more respectable, but it's still just
Yeah, I
a
wouldn't
forgettable
put that on the
Netflix
same,
thriller.
Yeah, I wouldn't
to
put
me.
that on the same category, but I know what you mean.
I mean,
Like The Guilty's a bad movie, but I wouldn't be like, Roadhouse and The Guilty or like an ambulance. I like.
I think Ambulance is better than The Guilty.
It is. Like, I think both of those movies are better. There's not a lot that's not better than The Guilty. Dude, that movie
There
sucks.
is.
That movie's really bad.
No, it's okay.
Hey.
But Jake Gyllenhaal shouldn't be making okay movies. And this excites me because I like Jake doing his weird little indie movies like Nightcrawler and Enemy and all that shit that he used to do instead of these huge blockbusters. And M. Night Shyamalan most of the time is making these small indie movies.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. That's what I want him to be doing. It does worry me that Nicholas Sparks is co-writing it. So, not big on that.
But everything about this seems very, very weird.
Well, I like supernatural thriller. I don't like romantic.
You said super romantic supernatural thriller. I immediately thought like Ghost. That's the only thing I can think of that's like that. Is Ghost.
Probably be, yeah,
And then
something like that.
Here's my problem, I think. M. Night. This is completely on me, but I don't think I get super stoked for M. Night stuff.
I do.
I know you do. And I have no reason not to be stoked. M. Night has a lot more wins than losses.
I don't know how much you really like his wins, though.
I really like his wins.
Trap was a win.
Trap was a win, but it was like, it was like... It was good, but like when you like Unbreakable, fucking The Sixth Sense, and you have like all these other movies split, Trap feels like, a less than... It feels like Nosferatu, kind of.
Well, not to me, because I have much higher expectations for Eggers than I do for M. Night.
Yeah.
Trap was actually like a good, like higher than I expected it to be.
Oh, really?
I gave Trap a 3.5, and I was excited for it, but I probably thought it would be about a 3.5. I thought Nosferatu was going to be like a 5.
Yeah.
So it's different for me, but I like it. I like this decision. I want him to go back to working with top tier directors that have creative voices, and the romantic thing does worry me, but it's M. Night, so I'm gonna see it, and I have hope.
Yeah.
I just want Jake and Ryan to make more artistic choices than what they've been doing, and I think this is an artistic choice, so I'm happy about it. At the end of the episode, we'll talk about Severance, if we have any thoughts. You watched a couple episodes of Andor.
I did. I finished episode 3.
Oh.
Yep.
What do you think?
Do we get into it right now?
Yeah. Well, no spoilers, but
no
yeah.
spoilers. So based on what you've told me to expect from episode 3, I think my expectations were a little higher than what was delivered. but it's been good. Like it's a solid show.
Well, the first 3 episodes is the worst arc of the season, and that's not that it's like bad, but compared to what comes, it gets so much more exciting after episode 3.
Yeah.
So I think when you start like 4 and 5, you're going to be like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
No,
who
Andor's
fucking
like,
knows,
as
but-
of right now, I really liked the first episode. First episode got me hard. The rain, the noir type like intro that they did was really, really cool.
Did you notice that he killed a guy with a headbutt?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That can happen, dude. Yeah.
I mean,
Your like nose bone like can pierce your
they
brain.
say that, but like,
Who do you think they are?
but like people fight in the UFC all the time, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah. They try to like there's certain like strikes that are like outlawed.
Like guys get like punched straight in the nose, like directly in the nose, and like it never happens.
Yeah. But there's like I don't know, they did some kind of science about it. Like it's a reason why you can't elbow someone like directly vertical because like that amount of force will like kill somebody or something like that.
I don't know. This is also like a 5'6" guy.
Dude, a head's a head. That's what I say.
I wish. I wish it was.
But no, it's been solid so far. Nothing's really like blown me away. I am really excited to see Stellan though. Big time Stellan guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very erect for Stellan.
Yep.
But like the initial setup is interesting. Excited to see where it goes.
Oh yeah. I finally finished Mistborn. Well, the first book of Mistborn. And that was immaculate.
Really?
That was quite good.
I remember you talking about that. That's a horror book, right?
No.
No? Never mind then.
Yeah, you're making shit up. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. It's sort of like a fantasy heist book.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't really told you anything about it. So, yeah. I gave it a 5 though.
Holy cow.
Could be a little high. I don't know. It's my first fantasy book, so maybe I'm just new. Maybe I'm just excited. But I loved that book, and then I was like, do I start book 2 like immediately, or do I take a break with something else? And I decided to take a break with something else first. Just not I don't know, like I'm excited to read book 2, but it's like I've been reading that one book in that one world for so long. It's like I feel like I should take a breather first.
Yeah.
And so I started reading Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. And I don't really like it.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't a book that was like recommended to me by anyone specifically. I just had always heard about Murakami, and I thought it had a cool title, and it was like a blind buy. Like I didn't read a synopsis or anything. I was like, people say this author's good. This has a cool title. I'll check it out. And I was liking it at first, and then as time goes on, I'm starting to like it less and less.
Oh dang.
To the point now where I'm like, I'm trying to finish it. If I didn't have to record tonight, I would have finished it tonight, but I started it Saturday, so I've only been, this is my 3rd day reading it, and I'm almost done.
Oh dang.
But I don't know if I'm going to like Murakami very much. I feel like his dialogue isn't very good. It's very, people say like exactly what they're thinking. There's no subtlety to anything. They talk in a very blunt, like robotic way, and I'm not really a fan of it. I like the way he writes when he's not writing dialogue, though. When he's just like describing a setting or describing really anything, like the way he writes is very nice, but the dialogue's not very good, and the characters I'm not really liking. You've never read Catcher in the Rye, have you?
No.
A lot of the characters act like the kid from Catcher in the Rye, and it starts to get annoying after a while. They're just really, basically, the characters aren't very interesting, but they all just say super weird shit, and I think Murakami thinks that makes them interesting characters, but that's not how it works. Like, it's also, the book is also way more sexual than I thought. Well, not more than I thought, because I didn't know what it was about. I didn't read anything about it.
Yeah.
But more sexual than I would like, I guess, is what I mean. I don't want to read sexual books. If I'm reading a book and there's like one like romantic subplot, whatever, like that's you know, that's fine. And I thought Norwegian Wood would be like a coming of age, you know, story like Lady Bird, where there's like Lady Bird has a sex scene or two, and like I don't mind that. I'll sit through it. But the movie isn't about that. And Norwegian Wood is they're not having sex a lot, but they just talk about it a lot. And it's starting to get really boring, but also I don't know, they don't talk like human beings. I've never met anyone that would talk like these people talk.
Dude, you're kind of describing a Yorgos movie as a book.
It's not.
It's not. It feels
quite.
like.
No, it's not that weird.
People
like,
talk about sex a lot, but they don't talk like humans. That's like every Yorgos movie.
Yeah, but Yorgos always has like a weird plot line. Like the plot line to this book is really simple, but it's just these tangents that these characters go on, and also like, oh God, I wish I could like go into it a little bit. I mean, I guess I could if I give like a minor spoiler.
I'm
warning.
never gonna read it if you say it's bad.
Okay, I'll talk about it for a little bit. So if you don't want to know anything about Norwegian Wood, skip ahead. But basically, the story is it's this young. It takes place in the '60s in Japan, and it's this kid that's like going to college, and this girl he knows was his best friend's girlfriend, and he was like, them three would hang out all the time, and then his best friend killed himself. So now, him and this girl like talk and are friends and like are the only like they didn't have any other friends, so they sort of like rely on each other to give them like some semblance of their past lives and like make them feel like normal like they used to. And a lot of shit happens, but basically this girl goes off to this like sort of like a rehab center, and her teacher or doctor or like
counselor,
caretaker or whatever that like is with her all the time, the kid and her, he goes to visit the girl, and then her like caretaker goes on a walk with this kid and starts telling him this story about how she was 31 and she was giving piano lessons to a 13-year-old, and then the 13-year-old like was complaining and telling her that like her back was hurting and if she would rub her back, and then she was like, I mean, okay, I guess. And basically it like it kept going and going and going until they were both naked and were
Wait,
like,
what the
dude. So basically,
I was just making him lunch. I don't know how I wound up inside this kid.
she was like naked with like this 13-year-old girl, and it's so fucking weird. She was explaining it, but she never mentioned the fact that it was a crime to, like, she never technically had intercourse with the 13-year-old, but that like doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
she
you're
never
exposing
mentioned
yourself.
that was like bad. Like she told this story, and the only thing of note that came of it was that's when I found out I was a lesbian. She pulled a Kevin Spacey, dude.
What the hell's going on?
Like, I don't care that you're a lesbian. This is a kid.
Dude, yeah, dude,
no one cares that you're gay. You raped kids. That's what we care about. That's the crime here.
Dude.
It's not a crime to be gay. So, and then she told this story, and like nothing came of that. Like he didn't look at that woman differently or anything, and like she never even mentioned that it was weird that she was a kid. She just mentioned that it was weird that it was a girl, and that she was like, I'd never been with girls before. Shit like that. And then this other character, her dad passes away, and then the next day, she goes in front of her dad's picture. Her dad's dead.
Yeah.
She goes in front of her dad's picture and gets naked and spreads her ass for her dad. How do I, like, what am I supposed to do reading this, dude? How am I supposed to like these characters?
Spreads her ass. Dude.
It sounds like I'm making this up.
I just
This is a well-known book by a well-known author that I thought I would like. I thought it would be a sweet coming-of-age book.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking weird, dude.
I just imagine being like, yeah, dude, I gotta head over to your dad's house to fix his stove. But long story short, this kid was looking at my hard cock. It's like, what just happened?
Dude, the characters are so fucking weird, and I just don't really like it.
Fuck that, dude. That's I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
That makes me feel horrible.
Yeah, and like there's people that are in relationships, like the main character's friend has a girlfriend, and his friend sleeps around all the time. Like every night he'll go out and meet a girl and bang her, and his girlfriend knows and like doesn't care. And I'm like, that's not how humans work.
Yeah, that's not everything. Okay.
It's like a dystopian fucking sex world or something.
Maybe it's like a cultural difference.
I mean, unless 60s Japan was just like brazzers, I don't know how much the culture could be different, but I don't know, dude.
I forgot you said it was in the 60s. I feel like it'd be a lot more strict than that.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know if I'm going to like Murakami.
How did you... Like, is it just like a mental thing for you to like... Because I would just have stopped reading it.
Yeah, I just want to finish it.
You can say you gave it the old try.
I give up on too many books. Like, I used to start books and then not finish them, and I don't want to do that anymore. If it's a really long book and I'm, like, hating it, I'll stop. But with this book, it's like, it's only 300 pages, and I didn't start hating it until, like, deep into it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was on board for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then it just started getting really sexual and weird, and I am, like, the further I get along, the more I dislike it. So hopefully
I was on board for the spreading your ass for your dad stuff.
No.
But I jumped right off for the kid stuff.
No, I wasn't. I was on board when it was the main character and this girl dealing with
a traumatic incident.
Their friend committing suicide and trying to like live past, like move on from that.
Yeah,
like
that's very sweet and uplifting. Like obviously it's a horrible thing, but like people coming together through tragedy is a very, sweet and beautiful thing.
Yeah. And
if that was the whole story, like that would be a lot more interesting, but it seems like they went a different direction.
Yeah.
It seems like things got out of hand.
Yeah, so I'm gonna finish it because I'm like 80% done, so I can finish it in like an hour or two, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Maybe if someone else has read it and they have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it, but not a fan.
That makes me nervous. I just did a blind buy recently with no kind of idea what was going on. But I feel like
you won't have any problems with that though, because you don't read.
Like that's very true.
So you'll never get to
Very true. No, I bought. I don't know if anyone's.
It can't hurt anyone just sitting on your your shelf.
I'll never know. It's horrible. Yeah. No, I bought Blankets, which is a graphic novel, and all I know, I saw like the artwork of it. So I saw a panel, and I was like, "This looks awesome," and I had Logan read the synopsis to herself, and I was like, "Does this seem like something I would like?" She was like, "Yeah, it seems like a coming of age kind of thing," and I was like, "I'm in." Didn't realize how big it was. It's a big boy.
Yeah,
but it is a graphic novel, so hopefully I don't struggle too much.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever I finish Norwegian Wood, which will probably be tomorrow, I'm gonna start on Mistborn book 2. So I'm excited about that. Time for trivia. I got mine. What does Rick Dalton say he'll give the girl if she plays her little chili pepper heart out?
A nickel.
No.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
It's like, it's not change?
I'm asking for the specific phrase that he said.
I'm trying to think of like cowboy times. He didn't say fucking doubloon. It could have been a quarter, but I don't think it would have been a quarter if it's cowboy times. I don't know.
A fat $5 gold piece.
A fat $5 gold piece. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Yep.
I got 5. That made me think of nickel.
I ain't gonna hurt her. I just
I
want her to play the fiddle. What position is listed under Patrick Bateman's name on his business card?
Isn't it vice president?
Yep.
Yeah.
That surprised me. I
They're
know she
all
says in the
listed as
card
vice
that
president.
she said your dad practically owns the company, but like he never gave me the vibe in the business card scene that he was like above the other guys in the room.
Well, all the other guys are also listed as vice president
Oh, they are?
on their business cards. Yeah.
You have multiple vice presidents in companies?
No.
Oh, just a movie?
Yeah. It's just like I think it's just it's a meaningless title, like kind of talking shit to.
Yeah, that's probably just commentary.
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
the titles don't mean shit.
No, I saw a breakdown of that a while back, and I was like, I didn't notice they were all vice president.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Guess the film by the cast.
Okay.
Jason Statham.
All right.
Javier Bardem.
Okay.
Mark Ruffalo.
What the hell is this movie, dude?
I'll be surprised if you get this.
Yeah, I think I'm already stumped. What the hell is Jason Statham in that Javier Bardem is in? I've seen this for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's run through
Big
Javier
time.
stuff. It's definitely not No Country, because Jason Statham doesn't show up in that. It's not either of the Dunes. It's not Mother. Javier Statham and who else?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. What the hell is going on here? Jason Statham wasn't in Collateral. Neither was Javier. Unless this could be an animated thing. I have no idea.
You don't know Collateral very well.
Jason Statham's in Collateral?
And Javier Bardem.
What? When are they in Collateral?
Javier Bardem plays the bad guy that he goes to meet in the club. Jamie Foxx goes in to meet him.
And they talk about jazz?
No, that's a different one.
Oh. That's the one I was thinking of. When does Jason Statham show up?
He's in the first scene. He plays Airport Man.
Is that what he's credited?
Yeah, him and Tom Cruise bump into each other, and they swap suitcases.
Airport Man.
Sorry that you're not a ball knower.
No, you caught me red-handed. Come on. That was way
I understand not remembering the Jason Statham one, but Javier Bardem, he's in like a 10-minute scene of... It's like Jamie Foxx is pretending to be Vincent.
Yeah,
and
no,
he goes in and meets.
I remember
Javier
that
Bardem.
scene. For some reason, I didn't think of Javier Bardem, but Jason Statham definitely threw me off.
Yeah,
I was like, let me think of a handful of movies I've seen with none of the Transporters, none of the Expendables.
Well, Hobbs and Shaw, The Beekeeper. I'm out.
Those two movies. Yeah, that was good.
Yep,
good pick. All right, my trivia. In Rain Man, the car used to have brown leather, but what color was it changed to?
I think like red.
Red is correct.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. What is the hotel in Mamma Mia rumored to have been built on?
The fucking it's the Greek thing.
Come on, kid. This is your shit.
Because later in the movie it cracks and then it sprays water out, and then Meryl Streep yells the thing like,
This is your shit, dude.
Aphrodite Spring.
Very close. I'm gonna give it to you. Aphrodite's Fountain.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's
She does
same
the
shit.
she does the gay thing.
It's
Aphrodite. Dude, that was the most dumb thing I've ever heard in my life.
I watched that entire movie. That's the only time I feel gay. When she says that.
I feel more gay when that happens than when Colin comes out.
Yeah.
All right.
That's more gay than having sex with a man.
Yeah, that's as gay as it gets. All right. What is the song that plays during Tommy's intro in Warrior?
I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. I don't fucking know.
What music plays?
I know the song that plays like when they fight, but I don't think I know his walkout song.
They both have they talk about like their choice in walkout music. Do you remember Brendan's?
I don't remember either of their walkout music.
Brendan's is Beethoven. And Tommy doesn't have any walkout music.
Oh, it was a trick question.
Well, I tried to give you Brendan's too to give you that.
I remember that now.
But Tommy goes out in silence, which is insane.
And leaves in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, all he
stuff,
needs is 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's it. What a psychopath, dude. You come up with no pump up music, I'm going to leave.
Yeah. You're sick in the head.
Yeah, you're
I signed up for a fight. You're sick in the head.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I've assessed the situation, and I'm going.
Just leaving.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Time for real reveal. Gotta go on Do Not Disturb. All these people are
you're blowing up.
Vibrating my phone. You put it on vibrate so it doesn't ring, then they can hear it vibrate.
I put it on vibrate so it
what the hell?
vibrates against my ass.
All right, real reveal. You go.
Let me get the genre.
Gotta pull it up.
Awesome.
I found a new cheat code for preparation for the scoop.
What'd you do?
It just now hit me that you don't really have to go type in every single answer. You can just pull up the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like instead of typing in the name and the director and the actors and the fucking all the shit that takes
You just
5
scroll
minutes
over
each.
to it?
Yeah, you just pull up the movie on Letterboxd and all the answers are there.
That's one of those things
And
where it's like, how fucking dumb were we?
Yeah, that saved so much time.
Yeah.
Like that I don't know why I ever typed it out.
I guess the nice thing, you can keep up with the points because like I have it written out.
But I still have the...
You have the template, yeah.
Yeah, I still have the template. So
Yeah.
I can still cross everything off that you guess. You wanted the genre. That
Correct.
is 7 buckaroos. And it is adventure, thriller, horror.
An adventure, thriller, horror. Give me words.
1. You're getting up there. That's 11 clams.
I have a guess based on just that,
Okay.
but I feel like
But you're a puss?
I'm not certain, dude. I'm not certain. The only thing, because adventure, I mean, you're traveling. Midsummer came to mind. Because that's like a very different location. They're exploring a different location, but because I don't think Sinister would be considered adventure. Midsummer's really the only thing I can think of that has that element to it. I feel like I'm probably forgetting something. No, fuck it. I'm locking in Midsummer.
You're locking in incorrect.
God dang. All right. Give me the year.
1975.
Yep. Definitely not Midsummer. Definitely not the case.
No, it could be Midsummer.
It's close. 70s adventure, thriller, horror. One word. It's none of the Halloweens. It's not the Thing. Shit, if it's the 70s, I don't know if I can do an actor and be able to guess it. Fuck it. Give me second build.
Robert Shaw.
Yeah. No help there. No help from the old Shaw man. I don't think I know this. What do I have a letterbox score for this?
Probably. 5.
5-star. The fuck could this be? It's definitely not Brain Dead, because that would be comedy. It's not fucking Beetlejuice.
I think Beetlejuice came out in 1975.
I'm just fucking doing one-word horror-adjacent movies where people go on adventures. I don't think I know this. It's the first build.
Roy Scheider.
Roy Scheider. Jaws?
It is Jaws.
Yeah. God
You're
bless.
pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Are those the socks you wore to work today?
They are.
Okay.
They are the socks I wore to work today.
'Cause I'm getting a whiff of pungence.
Oh, Jesus. Let me put them down.
How about you put them in the hallway?
Well, dude, if I take the
How
the socks are
about
the
you
barrier.
go put on different socks?
Dude, the sock isn't what stinks. The whole foot stinks, dude.
So do something. I mean, get a robe. I mean, cover them up.
I got a rope.
So cover them up.
We're good.
No, I'm telling you, we're not.
Look, they're down.
I don't think that's gonna help. But
Look,
if you refuse
I'll even back
to
away.
accommodate, then that's the pal I have.
Anyway, Jaws.
Yep.
All right. You want to go?
Nah.
All right, I'll keep rolling. Give me genre again.
Got to pull it up.
There you go.
Western adventure drama.
Western adventure drama. This could be a lot of things. Give me the year.
2015.
Give me words.
2.
Is it Django?
Nope.
I think True Grit was 2010. I don't think they would have given Wind River Western. I also don't remember when that came out. Is it Wind River?
Nope.
Fuck. Give me first build.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And a Western that isn't Django. It's not The Revenant. The hell was he in? That was a Western. Are they putting The Revenant as a fucking Western?
Maybe they are.
Is it The Revenant?
It is.
What the fuck, dude? That is so... That's so fucked up of a genre to assign to that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That's pretty jacked, dude.
I wouldn't put it there.
Yeah. No one there is a cowboy.
There's no tumbleweeds.
There's no,
It's all snow.
Not a single cowboy hat or spurs. They're using black powder rifles. That's like calling Apocalypto a Western.
I mean, I guess like it's sort of just a Western in the snow. Like it takes place in the 1820s. Like I guess if you make this exact movie and there's no snow, it's a Western.
I would not say that.
I don't know.
I feel like the Western is
I agree. Western's not a good genre to put,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure exactly what defines a Western. When I think of Western, I think of desert, country, fucking cowboy hats, spurs, boots.
Yeah, I think a very specific like period.
Yeah,
People
I
have
don't
like
know.
revolvers and stuff.
I don't know.
It was a good one though. That was a hairy one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Give me top billed actor.
Craig T. Nelson.
That rings a bell, but I can't think of who that is.
Well, you've got some room.
Give me my score.
5.
Oh. Craig T. Nelson. If I guess the year, that would probably give it to me.
1,000%.
Craig T. Nelson. What's the year?
2004.
I gave it a 5.
5-star.
I gave Collateral a 5-star, but that would not be Craig T. Nelson. 2004. What am I missing? What in God's name is this movie? $2004. I gave it a 5-star. This is sort of giving me animated vibes, but I don't think I know of any animated movies that came out in 2004. Who in the fuck is Craig T. Nelson?
You got plenty of...
Is this the SpongeBob movie?
It's not the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, damn.
I feel like Tom Kenny would have been.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there.
That's
but
true.
that's a 5-star in 2004.
Yeah.
And I just can't think of anything else. I know Collateral, but that's not it. Okay, I guess I got to pull something else.
Let me verify I'm not giving you the wrong year here, but I'm pretty sure I put it right. Yeah, I got the right year.
Give me the genre.
Animation, family, adventure, action.
Okay. Surf's Up was 2007. That would not be Craig T. Nelson. 2004 animated movie. The Incredibles.
Correct.
There we go.
Got it.
There we go. I didn't really realize I had that at a 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you
I think
feel
I'm probably
differently?
correct, but I didn't think I had it there.
Dude, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think you're in the right.
Yeah,
think you
I
did the right
normally
thing.
are.
I normally are. You just had to ruin it, dude. All right. The next one. Go ahead.
Top build.
Daniel Craig.
Year.
2019.
Knives Out.
Correct.
Let's move on.
All right.
Letterbox reviews. I got one from Fag Goat.
I got
5
nothing to
stars.
say.
5 stars. Alexa, play Welcome to the Cum Zone.
I'm assuming it's one of the Top Guns. I'd say it's Maverick.
No.
It's Top Gun?
No.
What?
No.
Is it Footloose?
No. You're not going to guess it. It's The Northman.
Oh.
There was one that I thought was funny too for The Northman, and it was the top review, and it said, let me
I
pull
thought
it
they
up.
were
I don't
doing
want
a
to
play
fuck it up.
on, instead of Danger Zone, Cum Zone.
I mean, that's probably like the origin of the joke, but it just doesn't have anything to do with The Northman. It says, men will literally avenge their father, save their mother, and kill Fjornir before going to therapy.
That is
I thought
therapy,
that was
dude.
funny. Yeah.
All right, I got my review.
All right.
I feel like we might have done this one already. I saw it and I thought it was really funny, but now that I look at it, I'm like, I feel like this is kind of familiar. This is from Clownhead. 4-star. My favorite hobbies are being gay and depressed.
Brokeback Mountain.
That is Brokeback Mountain.
Hell yeah.
That's what it's all
Me
about.
too, partner. I feel you there. All right, time for the watch list. Watcherino.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I don't know what a watch list is. That was weird. I did a weird thing.
You're being
I
crazy
apologize.
right now.
First up on the Watcherino for me is The Castle.
Ooh.
This is an Australian film. It was for my Real Talk challenge. I had to watch an Australian film, and it was fine. I'm like 99% sure it's a TV movie.
Oh, okay.
The acting's really bad, and like it's really low budget. It looks like a student film. It looks like a movie I would make almost. And everyone talks with an Australian accent, which is fun.
Yep.
And they say mate, which is fun. And there's like parts where it was a little funny because this kid's giving a voiceover and he's like explaining his family. He's like introducing his family to the audience, and he's like, and my dad always says that my brother's an ideas man. And then it cuts and it's his dad telling his brother, and he goes, "You're an ideas man." So occasionally there's some moments like that that's a little funny, but like it's about this like Australian family that's like really close and loves their house, and then this airport that they live right next to is like expanding and is making them move out of their house, and they're like fighting it so they don't have to move. That's all.
It sounds like a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, kind of. It was fine. I gave it a 3. It's harmless, but I would never watch it again, I don't think.
Them damn Australians, dude.
I know.
They don't know what they're doing down
You
there.
take away Mad Max, what do they have?
Down under, more like down under my ass. You know what I mean?
Then later that day, I did something incredible.
Oh, God.
I watched Deja Vu.
Oh, my God.
Directed by Tony Scott. Let me tell you. What do you want me to do? Shoot a rocket out of my pants? That's what I did. I shot a rocket out of my pants.
Oh, you actually did it?
I shot a rocket out of my pants when
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
Deja Vu. There's an old saying that says, it's going to blow your socks off. This blew my socks off.
Oh.
Any saying in the book for something spectacular, that's what happened to me.
Holy cow, dude.
I loved Deja Vu. This was another Real Talk challenge. I had to watch a movie where time is an element of the story. And didn't know anything about it. Knew Denzel Washington, Tony Scott. It said, I looked up like a letterbox list that said like movies that deal with time, and it came up, and I was like, I believe them. If it's on here, that's they probably told the truth. And holy shit, is this movie amazing.
Dude, that's crazy.
This movie is fucking crazy. Just from the jump, I was like, that might be like one of the best opening scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Oh my God.
I gave it a 5-star.
I did see that.
I gave it a 5-star on first watch, which isn't common. I normally try to wait. I'll have it at like a 4.5, see how it ages. I was like, dude, I don't see this coming down. I don't see this coming down. This is a 5-star for me. But can I tell you what the plot of the movie is?
Yeah, that's fine.
So Denzel Washington, the movie starts, the opening scene, like the opening credits are rolling, and it's saying everyone's name, and you're seeing all these people on this ferry. It's like close-ups of these like kids playing with their parents and fucking people going to work and everything. And then the opening credits, it's like 5 minutes of that, just looking at these people. And then the credits end, it says directed by Tony Scott, and then the music stops and the ferry explodes.
Holy shit.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like, that's... I don't know why. It just stuck out to me. I was like, that's a insane way to start a movie.
Yeah.
Like, you just spent 5 minutes looking at all these people, like, smiling and running around and being happy. And then they explode the second the credits are over. And then Denzel Washington's... He's basically a detective. He says he works for some kind of organization, but he's basically a detective, and he's being hired to figure out who caused the explosion. It was like a terrorist attack or whatever. Like the ferry exploded, he's trying to figure out who did it. And these people come to him and they say that they have this piece of technology that, I'm going to do my best to explain this because it's not an easy thing to explain. Even in the movie, it took like 5 minutes for me to understand what they were saying. But basically, there's using satellite technology, they pretty much have like cameras everywhere around the world. There's like some blind spots, but they have them like most places. And it takes a long time for all that information to render. So it takes 4 days for all these cameras and stuff to render, but 4 days later you get a stream of now. So
Okay.
like us in this room talking, 4 days later, these people in this room, they get a stream of us, and they can like see everything basically.
Okay.
So basically what they're trying to do is like, let's get any clues we can get on this guy that exploded this ferry, and we can go back and like, you know, we have all this information 4 days before the explosion. So we can go back to like anything you can think of. I don't want to spoil like what kind of leads they have or whatever, but so they're using this piece of technology, and you can't rewind or fast forward or anything. Like, you see it one time. Like, you can only see it as it's happening.
Okay.
And so that's like the concept of the movie. And there's an insane fucking action sequence, dude. There's a car chase where my mind I was like looking around in my room alone. I was like, dude, is this not fucking insane, dude? Is this not fucking crazy? I want you to watch it so bad so we can talk about it. It genuinely blew my mind that more people don't talk about this. I have like this like comparison I've been telling people. It's this movie mixed with this movie. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to like I don't think it's like a spoiler to say it's like this movie.
It sounds kind of like well, no, it doesn't sound like that once you explain it. But I was gonna initially say it kind of sounded like a Memento with like it starting at the end.
It's sort of like Minority Report, but it also had so many like mind-blowing amount of connections with Interstellar.
Holy cow!
Yeah, there were so many moments I was like, that happened in Interstellar, and like it was like they do the folding the paper thing to explain like this technology, and like there were so many moments I was like, that's an Interstellar. But dude, this fucking movie, dude, I want to kind of explain what the action sequence is, why I think it's so cool. So, like I said, there's parts of this technology, I forget what they call it, but there's parts where there's no signal, but you can manually go provide a signal like yourself. Like Denzel Washington can go out with this like beacon and go wherever he needs to, and it'll give them the signal they need to continue the stream in that area.
Okay.
And so he's chasing this guy, and he's wearing this helmet where half of it is open and it's just like he can see in real life in front of him, and the other half of the helmet on his other eye is 4 days in the past.
Holy shit.
So he's driving down this highway and he's seeing these things like he's chasing someone in the past, but he's not there in real life. Now there's like cars in this intersection. There's traffic everywhere.
Oh my
but he's
God.
chasing this guy in the past because he doesn't want to lose him. Because
Holy
if
cow.
the guy gets away from the signal, they've lost him. So he has to keep the signal close to him. But he's having to avoid all these people in real life. In the right side of
dude, gotta stop telling me.
It's
you
fucking
gotta stop
insane,
telling me about
dude.
this movie right
It's
now.
the crazy. I'll stop there. But if that hasn't convinced you to watch Deja Vu, dude, some people watch it and they think it's like a cheesy 2000s movie, and like they sort of disregard it. Like my buddy Ian, don't know what the hell's going on with him. He got mad at me because I shit on him for telling me to watch Thelma, and I didn't like it. But he's asking for it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like Deja Vu. Well, he gave it a 3.5, but like he should like it a lot more.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't get how it's so well made too. Like the pacing is incredible. The acting's amazing. The camera work's amazing. Tony Scott is a fucking god at directing action. The story is constantly evolving. And there's so many moments where you're like, holy fuck. There's so many reveals. Like, I was so locked in to Deja Vu. All the way up until the end. Like, there's not a weak point for me. I don't have a single flaw.
Dang.
I think it's if I watch it again and it holds up just as well, it might become one of my favorite action movies.
Damn.
Yeah,
No,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I just like happened to be on Letterboxd and I saw the recent activity, and because there was a movie that someone that I was following rated called Beautiful Men. I was like, that sounds awesome. And that movie does sound like it's like a short film about 3 bald brothers that go to Istanbul to get hair replacement surgery.
Oh.
very funny concept. But I saw your review for. Like, I didn't read the review, but I saw you gave Deja Vu 5 star, and I was like, I gotta watch this right now.
My review is Sweet Mother of Pearl. That's all I could think when I finished. When I finished Deja Vu, I was like, I can't express myself any better than that.
Yeah, if it's as good as you say, and I watch it, I might drop a holy cannoli. I might do one of those.
Sweet Neptune. Yeah, everyone go watch Deja Vu. It is fucking incredible. I can't say enough good things about it. It blew my socks off. After that, I watched Hamilton. I wasn't big on Hamilton. I thought, since I'm now a gay and I like musicals, that I would like Hamilton, because everyone who likes musicals likes Hamilton.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect the entire thing. Like, when you watch Wicked, it's a movie and then there's musical parts in it.
Yeah.
Hamilton, the entire thing is a song.
Oh, it's like Les Mis.
Sure. There's no scenes where there's just people acting with no music. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes of only music. They're telling the story only through music. And I think that just sort of starts to wear on me after a while.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, I think having the breaks in between songs is very important if I'm watching a musical.
Yeah.
I can't do the non-stop music. But a lot of people love Hamilton. A guy I know at work really likes Hamilton.
There's
he was,
moments.
like, singing it.
There's moments where like the sound of the song is just like fun to listen to, because it's very rappy.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that with Hamilton either. It's basically like most of it is rap, which I didn't expect. And I used to be a big fan of rap. I'm not really anymore, but I still sort of appreciate like really good like rhyming and flows when I hear it. And it does have a lot of that, but I just didn't really care about anything. I thought it just started to wear on me, and
it's no Mamma Mia.
Well, God no. I mean, Christ no. But it's nothing I would listen to in the car, and like I wouldn't really want to watch it again. I didn't think that the story was that interesting. It is funny how there's like these historical figures that get like WWE intros. They like hype them up. Like they're like, the first time you see George Washington, they're like in this corner fucking like calling him out. Not in this corner, but like they're saying it like that, and they're like, the first president of the United States, George Washington, and then he comes out and like starts rapping. And it's like,
that's pretty awesome.
I thought that was pretty cool when it happened. And then they do it with like Thomas Jefferson and other people. I don't know. It wasn't really for me. I gave it a 3. I don't hate it. It's insanely impressive that they're able to do a live show of 2 hours and 45 minutes of music and dances that they all have memorized.
Yeah.
Like, these are very intricate like sequences that they're doing, and it's crazy enough just to do one, and they're doing like I assume there's like 15 songs in the movie, and they're doing them back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know all the words and know where to hit your marks and know all these dances, and like it's a technical marvel seeing it happen, but it's just this one specifically I just don't really care too much for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I respect the hell out of any and all musicals, even if I like don't like them that much. If it's something that I don't like, I'm like, that you're still doing so much more work for no reason. And like, that's awesome. Like, if they're able to do it just continuously and just fucking let it rip, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I gave that a 3. I wasn't huge on it. We watched Companion.
We did watch Companion.
I hadn't seen any trailers. I didn't know anything about it. And I think that served me well. I'm glad I didn't know anything about it.
I did.
Yeah. They fucked you on the trailers. I don't know why they did what they did.
Well, like, I guess I won't talk about it if there's other people that are avoiding
You can say
trailers.
anything that's in the trailer.
Oh, okay. So I saw the initial trailer, and the teaser trailer companion I think is great. It is like the dinner sequence. This dinner sequence, guy puts a plate in front of Jack Quaid, and you realize the guy's got a little bit of blood on him. It kind of reminds me of like the Menu trailer a little bit. And then he does the candle underneath the girl's arm.
Yeah,
she just does it.
That's a great like trailer moment.
Yeah, I was like,
why in the fuck is she doing that?
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. And then there was like a couple flashes, like a gun, bad stuff happening. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck this like is, I'm in. And then like the fucking, I think the poster of the movie shows her with the
white eyes.
White eyes.
Yeah, and when I saw that, I was like, maybe she gets possessed or something. I don't know. That could be anything.
I was like, I feel like you just maybe leave with what you had. And then to talk Logan into going, I was like, watch the trailer, because we saw the trailer and I thought you said you thought was interesting. And she pulled up her phone and clicked the trailer, and they do this thing where they like play like a summary, a trailer of the trailer before the trailer. And one of the very first lines that they say is, "You jailbroke your sex bot." And I was like, you fucking scumbag. How is that what you lead off of?
Yeah.
And then I'd plugged my ears, but like at that point I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was so crazy.
Yeah, that sucks ass. I don't know how people are so bad at marketing their movies. Companion is something that's really easy to make a trailer for.
Yeah. But I will say, it didn't like destroy my experience. It would have been cooler, but I was like picking apart certain scenes in the movie that like, because the movie plays out like you don't know those things.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. I hadn't seen the trailer, and I didn't know what was going on. And I definitely think that's the best way to see it if you can, is not know anything about it. But I think that the trailers and the posters and people just talking about it has kind of fucked everything for people. But I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like that I didn't know what was going on, because the first act like provided a lot of like intrigue with what was going on, because people were just treating her so weird.
Yeah,
like it just seems like they're doing the like she's going to meet his parents thing is what I thought was going on, and then it was like, oh, it's his friends. Okay. And then like she was talking to Kat, and then she was explaining her relationship with the Russian guy. She was like, no, I'm not his girlfriend. I just like make him food when he wants me to make him food, and I do all this stuff for him. And then she was like, but look who I'm talking to. And I was like, the fuck do you mean? Who the fuck are you talking to, bitch?
Yeah.
Like this, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then, and I was like, why did she say that? Like, what do I not know? And there were little moments like that just kept adding up.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what's going on here?
You know what I noticed? And this could just be the inner gentleman in me, but like, even without knowing like what was going on, when they walk up to the house, I noticed that the girl was carrying all the bags. I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And
I just took that as Jack Quaid's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when you go back and you see that, you're like, oh, that was a cool little subtle hint at like what's going on.
Yeah, she's strong.
Yeah.
She's not human. Yeah, it had funny moments, and it was intense, and I just thought it did a good job. Like, I thought the pacing was really good, where every time, I feel like every 10 minutes some new thing, some new element was added to the story.
Yeah.
Like if someone gets tied up, they escape pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then if they're running through the woods, they get caught pretty quickly. And then there's just so much constantly like evolving and happening where I never got bored.
There were some really cool sequences too of like, without spoiling anything, like being in a pickle and like their solution to getting out of it being really cool. That happened a couple times. I will say I was a little disappointed that they didn't lean more towards into the like darker side of things, like being almost more horror. because there's an element added later on in the movie, and I think that this, I can't really talk about it without spoiling stuff, but I think this added element, this change in a certain character, could have been like really cool and built a lot of suspense if they had maintained that. But they kind of introduce it, it plays out in a cool sequence, and then they kind of never use it again.
Yeah. I'm going to say, like, I guess a minor spoiler for Companion if you want to skip ahead. But the whole evil AI thing is getting really overdone nowadays.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that this movie is sort of like the opposite. And we're seeing the story through the AI, and the humans in the movie are the bad guys. And we're seeing the perspective of the AI. And she's like the most, you know, like moral person in the story.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. And it's a way to do like an AI or like a robot movie, a rogue AI movie differently.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I thought I wrote a pretty good Letterboxd review.
What's the review?
Robotop.
Robo what?
Robotop.
I like that.
Do you know what I'm doing?
Robotop?
Yeah.
Like Robocop, but is top slang for blowjob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew that
Yeah.
since you're Amish.
Sometimes people call it neck as well. I know that.
I didn't know you knew that.
Yeah. The old BJ.
Yep. The
You
old in out.
Hell yeah, dude. You know what I call a hand job?
The Dusty Randy.
No, but that is great. That's better than what I had now.
Oh.
No, I call it an old fashioned. Just a little old fashioned.
I like that.
Yeah. I stole that from South Park.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like it anymore.
Dude, it's so funny.
I don't like it anymore. We watched The Commuter.
We did watch The Commuter.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't.
It was kind of what I expected.
It
It has an insane cast though, which
the cast is wild.
I had no idea. I just knew Liam Neeson was in it. But it stars Liam Neeson, Patrick Wilson, Sam Neill, Jonathan Banks, and Vera Farmiga, and Florence Pugh.
Yeah, very early Florence though. I don't know if she was big time.
Also, Damson Idris, who's big now. He's getting big. He's the star of Snowfall. And Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri.
Oh,
There's
yeah, I
so many
remember.
like small roles of like people that weren't big yet but are big now.
Yeah, that was really cool to see.
But yeah, I gave it a 3. It was fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
it felt very early 2000s, like something like the phone booth with getting the orders like through your phone or something, like someone making a phone call and be like, you have to do this in 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
No big penis from Liam.
No, we
didn't get to see it.
yeah, they shafted us.
They
shafted
didn't
us.
shaft us.
Yeah, they anti-shafted us.
Yeah.
Reverse. It's the old reverse shaft.
Yeah, it's the oldest trick in the book.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Standard procedure
Yeah.
by these big companies.
Yeah.
They anti-cock you. I won't stand for it.
No.
I, by my lonesome, watched the Grand Budapest Hotel. It was yesterday, and I was just in bed, and I was like a little tired, and I didn't want to watch something new because I might fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put on an old movie, and I watched the whole thing, and there's still just something about it that, like, I can't give it a 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just don't.
You're not getting boy with apple, you
Honestly,
fucking fruit.
like, there's moments that are really funny, but overall, there's, like, the percentage of times that the jokes hit are a lot lower than I thought. I have it in my head that it's a really funny movie, but I only laughed like a handful of times.
Is the
And and I don't particularly connect with the characters or anything.
Is the Willem this still funny?
Yeah, it's still funny. That was one of the funny moments.
Okay.
Seeing Willem punch Zero in the face and then just turn to the camera.
It just flex up.
Yeah. And then later in the movie, he's holding the cat, and then he leaves and throws the cat out of the window. And he goes, "Did he just throw my cat out of the window?" It's really good. I like the way it looks. It's one of the best looking movies probably ever.
Yeah.
It's got a great score, great performances.
I love the shot of, like, it's towards the end, but he's running from Adrian Brody's character, and it cuts like Adrian Brody like walking down the hall, like maliciously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
It could be because like everything's so bright and like vibrant, and then Adrian Brody's like wearing all black and he's got black hair, and just, I don't know, it looks fucking sick.
You're not getting bored with Apple, you goddamn little fruit.
Yeah, you goddamn fruit.
Yeah, it's good. It's still not as good as Bottle Rocket. Sorry. I don't make the rules, you know?
No,
I just enforce them.
I agree with you, dude. Bottle Rocket's fucking hilarious.
Yep. Bottle Rocket is a lot funnier and has better
I think I've got them
characters.
both out of 5, but I do think that Bottle Rocket is better.
Yeah. Bottle Rocket's my only 5 for Wes.
Yeah, I love the ending to Bottle Rocket.
Oh, it's so good. Owen Wilson showed up in Grand Budapest, and I was like, man, I wish I was watching Bottle Rocket.
Wish I had some Dignan in me.
And then I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was that time.
Yeah, you just gotta warm up every once in a while.
Yeah. You're a miserable drunk.
You're miserable fucking drunk.
I'm gonna blow your goddamn brains out tonight.
8 goddamn whiskey size.
I gotta have 8!
Cause I'm 3, 4, and 8.
I just want her to play the fiddle.
Believe it or not, I got a flamethrower in my tool shed.
You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it.
Is everyone all right? Them goddamn hippies ain't, that's for sure.
I don't like names like Pumpkin Puss. But since you're upset, we'll talk about it later.
Pretty soon you'll be living it. Pumpkin Puss. That's crazy, dude. I feel like I'm pretty old. I've never heard that before.
He said I should go to fucking Italy and make Italian westerns. Oh, that's great. What's the problem? Gotta go to Italy and make goddamn Italian westerns. That's a goddamn problem.
Italian westerns. God, I still wish I could.
Buddy. I'm a has-been.
I still wish I could whistle to do the fucking that thing.
I just want to point at the TV one day and do that and
Yeah.
just whistle, but I can't.
That's my goal.
I'm a talentless hack.
I try. I practice every morning. Doesn't work.
On your way to work, just
Oh, whoa! Did you bust? What the hell? If you learn how to whistle, I'm gonna be so fucking mad, dude. If you actually learn how to whistle,
the 5th Infinity
I'm
Stone.
gonna lose my mind. Oh,
I have
God.
to learn how to whistle to make up for having a small Johnson.
Yeah.
That was one funny thing in Norwegian Wood. Was like this girl was like going on about a fantasy she has about this guy, and she was like making shit up, but she was like, but I wouldn't let you put it in because it's too big and hard. And then he was like, it's not big, it's normal size. And for some reason that just like you didn't need to, like, this is a made up scenario. You didn't have to correct her.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. But
That
was
is
like,
funny.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go a different place with that.
Where'd you think I was going?
Because you said, like, I need to learn to whistle to make up for the fact that I have a small Johnson.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about, like, guys that try to pick up, like, really dumb stuff to, like, attract girls because they probably, like, they don't feel good about it.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be for picking up girls.
Oh, okay.
It'd just be so I can point at stuff on the TV.
Okay, yeah.
Like when...
I was thinking because, like...
Like when Viggo Mortensen breaks his foot in Lord of the Rings, I would do that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was thinking, like, my brother learned a bunch of magic tricks to try and impress girls. That's a real story. He had, like, an entire magic kit that he bought.
He had the right idea. He was on to something.
Hey, he did catch an STD, so there's that.
He must have been doing something
Yeah,
right.
he was dogging him down, dude.
That's all I got.
Hit him with a, is this your card? Fucking blow up in your face. That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. I have two things that isn't the commuter and companion. I watched 1 hour photo with Robin Williams. It was not what I thought it was going to be. It doesn't really... I don't know. I thought it was going to be more of like a horror. I liked the direction they were going, but then like there's a big like climax, and the stuff that happens is kind of funny. At least it came off to me like it was funny.
That sounds good.
Maybe I'm a bit of a psycho, but Robin Williams is an incredible actor, dude.
He's the man.
You know, his comedy is obviously very, very good. His stand-up was insane. And when he does comedy movies are great, but like his dramatic roles are so fucking good. He's just got it. And I wasn't crazy about the movie itself, but it's just like another like Robin's the fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
I'd give it like a 3, I think. Just because it kind of there is another really funny moment that happens. But I feel like it kind of peters out. Like there's not enough funny or suspenseful moments for me to think like I could revisit this again. But
it's disappointing.
Still, Robin's the man.
Yep.
And the funny moments are very, very funny. And the other thing I watched was Saturday Night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know you watched that. What'd you think?
Snuck it up on you. I really liked it.
It's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah. I am not the biggest SNL fan. I know a lot of the stuff from like the SNL like golden era, I call it, with like Norm Macdonald and Adam Sandler, David Spade, and all those guys. But that's kind of my extent of knowledge of SNL. But seeing them like making this fucking show and no one really believing in them and just the high stress like energy of it all was awesome.
Yeah.
Cousin Greg plays the Muppets guy and Andy Kaufman, which I didn't realize he did dual roles, because you said he played the Muppets guy, and I was like, all right, I'll keep my eye
but
out.
I'd like, I don't know. I didn't feel like mentioning the other part.
Yeah. The second I saw him as Andy Kaufman, I was like, holy shit. And then he does so good as Andy Kaufman. I don't know anything about the Muppets guy. I'm sure he did great as that guy, too. But
who cares?
that was a funny running joke of him begging him to treat the Muppets with respect.
Yeah.
But I really liked Saturday Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the stairs scene between Gabriel LaBelle and Cooper Hoffman.
Yes. Yeah.
When he's like finally telling the truth.
Yeah. He's like,
about,
are you that fucking arrogant?
Yeah. He's explaining to him like what the show is and why the studio is like letting them do it, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And he's like, we can't show the tapes because I didn't record them, so we can stop arguing about it.
Yeah. It's crazy that like if that's like accurate to what happened, how you don't just have an aneurysm from stress, dude. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't record the dress rehearsal. I have no backup plan, and I have no plan at all.
Yeah. I guess the backup plan was they go to Carson.
Well, that would kill their show.
Yeah, but that would suck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Willem Dafoe was talking about it like they could try again next week, but I think that if
that was
what
just
Cooper
like,
Hoffman was saying was true, then there wouldn't have been a next week.
Exactly.
Because this was like a one-time thing just to stick it to Carson. So.
Yeah, they wanted them to have no other choice but to run Carson reruns.
Yeah.
Which is like that's another cool element of the whole thing. You get to see J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, whip his dick out.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy thing to do.
Yeah. I really
That's
liked
what
the
it's saying.
the guy they got for Chevy Chase.
Dude, yeah, he was really good.
Yeah. He just kind of he just had that dickish just charisma that you gotta
Yeah,
have.
he was amazing as young Chevy Chase, especially that whole interaction with JK, like his little comebacks that he would do.
Mm-hmm.
This guy used to be an institution. Now he needs one.
Dude, there's just
so
so
good.
much like quick banter between everybody because these are all like top of their class comedians. So it's just constant like shit talking and quips and jokes between people.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was a lot of fun. There's another guy I don't know who he is in real life, but he was really funny in the movie.
How did you feel about Dylan O'Brien as Dan Aykroyd?
Well, I don't think he necessarily looks like him very much, but I thought he had like the Dan Aykroyd energy.
Yeah. The cadence is big with Dan Aykroyd, but every time I saw him, I was just like, that's just like that stud fucking Dylan O'Brien. That's just a hot guy.
Yeah.
But the Chevy Chase actor, like, he looked like him. His mannerisms were like just like him.
Michael O'Donoghue. That's what I'm talking about. I thought he was really funny.
Who played him?
Tommy Dewey. I mean, you don't know who
Oh,
he
was that
is,
the... Shit, what's his name? That, like, young guy?
Saturday Night. Let me pull up a picture of him.
Oh, the writer?
I don't really know what he did. He wore glasses.
Yeah, he was like their like lead writer because he kept going back and forth with that lady from NBC or wherever the fuck the network was.
The lady that was like, "What is this? What does this mean?"
Yeah, she's like, "What's a golden shower?"
Yeah, and they kept having to lie.
Yeah,
about
and he was
what
like, "I would
everything is.
rather die of I'd rather get butt fucked by cancer than accept your rewrites."
Yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun. You don't even have to like SNL. I don't like SNL.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a really well-made movie that is really entertaining and just has like really good vibes throughout. Even though it's like super stressful and there's a lot of shit going wrong, it's just fun. Like
Yeah.
the people are just really well casted and just fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it a lot.
No, I liked it. I got to see some of the older like comedy stuff. John Belushi was really good too. The guy that played John Belushi.
I watched the whole movie and didn't realize that was John Belushi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't really know like anything about him though. I just know he was in Blues Brothers and that people like him.
yeah. No, I
People want the guy that played John Belushi to play Wolverine.
don't know if I like that.
He's 5'3".
Oh my god, Short King.
Yeah. And it like in that movie it doesn't seem like it would make sense, but if you just sort of look at him not in that movie, I think he could pull it off. His name's Matt Wood.
Oh,
But I want a short Wolverine.
Short Wolverine. No, I liked him as John Belushi. Chevy Chase was great. Dylan O'Brien was way too hot to play Dan Aykroyd, but
Dude,
he
that
still did a
scene in
good
the
job.
jean shorts,
Dude, so hot,
that's crazy.
incredibly hot. And then fucking George Carlin too, which was really cool. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get a lot of George Carlin, but he's cool.
And Billy Crystal.
Yeah,
That guy talked just like Billy Crystal.
he did.
Yeah.
That was so. I felt so bad
Yeah.
at how he was like, I don't. He was like, I'm sorry, then it didn't work out, and then he just leaves. Billy just like left there.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh yeah. Saturday night. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome sauce. That's all you got?
Yep, that's it.
All right. We got some questions from the gang. First question from Sam. Dream director and cast duo. I assume he just means one cast member.
Yeah,
Like one actor.
yeah.
So I'll say Christopher Nolan and Ryan Gosling.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
My favorite director and my favorite actor.
I was gonna say Nolan and
But
Gosling.
if I'm going, I'll try to pick two people that are like not my absolute favorites. Try to create like an interesting concoction. Let me think for a second.
I got something. This is this is just a cheat code too.
I got something too. You go.
I was gonna say Eggers and Timothy, but
Oh,
that's another like that's just a top guy,
top guy.
Yeah,
But that's what mine is too.
Oh, okay.
Mine is David Fincher and Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
Tom Cruise in a dramatic role.
Give him another like maybe Collateral situation where he's kind of a psycho.
Yeah, it could be a psycho. Like I just think about like imagine if he'd cast Tom Cruise as the killer.
Oh,
like that'd be so funny.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing something with Benny Safdie too. But I don't know what direct. I mean, he's just like he's really good.
Yeah. What would my Matt Reeves dream cast be?
If you're going big boy Matt,
I would want.
Ooh.
God, that's a tough one. I don't know. There's so many routes to go with that. Because, like, I have certain Batman villains that I want cast a certain way. Like, I want Scarecrow to be played by Riz Ahmed. But, like, Riz Ahmed isn't my dream casting to work with Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll say fucking
Dwayne Johnson. Sorry, Rock.
I'll say Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal
and Matt. Yeah.
I thought about doing like a Shane Black with another actor that I think is like really funny.
Oh,
like Shane Black and Timothy Chalamet is really funny.
He is really funny.
Shane Black and I don't know.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal's funny.
That's a good one. Shane Black and
Christian Bale.
This is gonna sound like sort of obvious, but I'm gonna say Shane Black and Danny McBride.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of cheating though, since he doesn't really act anymore.
I don't think that's cheating.
Can't pull a guy out of retirement.
I don't think he's retired.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He still makes the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, but like other than that, I think he's
So he's not retired.
No, like he was on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, and he was talking to them about how like he's like basically he'll do like writing now and then Gemstones, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, but it's not like an official thing. Like he's never gonna act again. He can still do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. He made it seem like it was pretty certain.
Anyways, Alan said, "Go through your rated higher / lower than average on Letterboxd." You don't use Letterboxd, so
I can still do that.
you can see what it says.
How do you do that?
Oh boy.
Is it a sort by thing?
No, it's on your stats.
Oh, okay. Let me find my stats. You should have just said that, of course.
My rated higher than average.
Stats is for a pro member.
Oh, yeah. So,
all right.
Get fucked.
See you later.
Get fucked.
This will be a you activity.
These are the movies I have rated higher than average. Batman v Superman, I had it a 5-star. Has a 2.4 average.
Yeah, that's just like you're just dumb.
No.
Yeah, 100%. You're giving a movie a 5-star because it looks cool.
Am I dumb, or is the guy that doesn't have stats dumb?
The guy that doesn't pay.
The guy that doesn't have stats and has stinky socks. That's 2.
Listen, the personal attacks need to stop. The personal attacks.
That's what you just did to me.
The PTAs. No, that wasn't a PTA.
That was a personal attack.
No, it wasn't.
An attack against BVS is an attack against me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're attacking something I like, so that is hurtful.
So that is hurtful.
The next up is Creep. It's a 3.3 average. That needs to be higher. Those are rookie numbers. Tenet I have at a 5-star. That's a 3.3 average. Deja Vu is now on here. 5-star. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Hell yeah.
I have that at a 4-star. The Watch, I have it at a 4-star. That's some awesome shit.
Come on.
Game Night, 5-star. I can't believe that's on here. Like, how is that not rated higher?
What is the average for game night?
3.5.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. That's not good. Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. Can I get a hell yeah?
Can I get a hell yeah?
That has a 3.03 average. Bottle Rocket, 5-star. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Alien Covenant's on here. I have it at a 4.5, but it has a 3 average.
Yeah.
I don't know what is not to like about Alien Covenant.
How about Grow Up?
Yeah. Malignant's on here, 4.5. And 50-50, I have it at a 5. That's a 3.6 average.
I think all of those I have rated very, very high.
Mm-hmm.
I have Transformers Rise of the Beasts at a 4-star, and the average is a 2.7. That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, it is.
But that movie got me hard. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, me too, because I have eyes.
I have eyes.
My rated lower than average is number 1's The Wizard of Oz. Big piece of shit. Big steamy one. Mother has a 3.4 average. I mean,
yeah, come off it.
I mean, damn. Good grief.
Come off of it.
I mean, Mother is the equivalent of Carl's sock right now. That's how bad it is.
We agreed no PTA. This has got to come to an end.
We agreed no poop to ass.
Personal attack, dude.
That's PT. That's PA.
See, now you're getting me all twisted.
What's twisted is your fucking feet, all right? Not me. You're turning it on me. The fumes are getting in my head. I can't speak right. It. Funny Games, have it at a 1-star. That's a big, I mean, good grief. That is, I need you to watch Funny Games so you can shit on it with me. That's a bad film.
I actually haven't watched it because, like, I have a feeling that I'm going to, like, really hate it.
Oh, you will. You're going to hate it. Stalker, big pile of shit. The Zone of Interest. The Zone of Mid... It's not even mid. I can't say the Zone of Midtrist. Zone of...
Shitrist.
Swamp ass trist. I don't know. That's the best I got.
I have Stalker at a 2. I have Persona at a
2.
Yeah. I have Persona at a 2.5. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just lower Stalker down to a 0.5 star.
I have The Birds at a 1. The Birds is for the birds.
Oh my god.
Not for me.
Dude.
I eat real food. All right. I eat fine cuisine, and The Birds is dog food.
Oh,
I don't eat dog food. I eat good food. I eat hot dogs.
I have All That Jazz at a 2. I have The 400 Blows at a 3.
I don't have All That Jazz on here.
Huh.
Because I have it at a 2.5. Guess it wasn't low enough. Dogtooth is at a 1. Fuck that movie.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
Big piece of shit. Mario, 0.5 star.
Can't believe that's far off.
That's a
on
3.2.
the Mario movie.
It's a 3.2.
That's crazy.
Benjamin Button, 1 star. Nickel Boys is on here. That has a 4.13 average. Good Lord. I just realized today I was looking at books and I realized that Nickel Boys was based on a book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The book's probably a lot better.
I have Cure at a 2.5.
That's just wrong. I mean, you're just wrong.
I thought, I was like, I'm going to revisit it because you were so hard about it. And then I haven't had, any interest to go revisit it.
Yeah, well, you're not intellectual like me.
I don't know. I've got Magnolia at a 2.
Yeah, because it's bad.
Yep.
Attack of the Clones, I have it a 0.5 star. And I Am Legend, I have it a 1 star.
You really fucking did not like that movie.
Yeah, it's a big pile of shit.
I wouldn't call it a big pile of shit.
It's a big pile of shit.
No, not 1
After
star.
reading the book, it's a big pile of shit.
Yeah.
I hate the movie.
After reading the book, it's, way worse. But it's still, if you just watch the movie.
But I can't do that.
But you can for BVS.
No. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You, Man of Steel and BVS, you're if you watch BVS and you don't think of, Lex Luthor is the typical Lex Luthor, or the fact that they kill Jimmy Olsen right off the gate.
No, I'm not saying don't think about it. I'm saying that there's flaws. They're not big enough flaws for me to not enjoy the movie.
Oh, they are. Like betraying the core elements of the characters is a pretty big flaw.
I still have fun.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you can do it with BVS, but not I Am Legend. But I wouldn't call
Legend sucks ass.
I wouldn't call I Am Legend a trash movie. There's still
I
emotional sequences.
I disagree there, Chief.
I have Being There at a 2. Average is a 4.1. I have Possession at a 1. The average for Possession is 4.1.
Well, hell yeah.
I think I have a lot more of me being on the low side of things. Oh, fucking Badlands I have at a 2, which I think is high.
Yeah, that's definitely too high.
Lower it down to a 1. But the average for Badlands is a 4.0. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, every Yorgos
is
movie.
Not good.
Every Yorgos movie I have rated very low. The Master I have at a 2, which again is really high. I'm gonna go that to a 0.5 star. But pig fucks in it, so maybe I should go up to a 1. I'm gonna leave it a 0.5 star. It's pretty horrible.
Yep.
House I have at a 2. Yeah. It's random shit like that.
From Jonathan. What novel or graphic novel would you like to see adapted to live action?
There's a lot for me, to be honest with you.
Well, I'll answer them separately, because graphic novel live action. Nightfall.
Nightfall would be awesome.
Nightfall would probably be my pick. Because Long Halloween's kind of just the Batman.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's not exactly like Long Halloween, but it's close enough to where I don't feel like I need it. But Nightfall would be my pick for a graphic novel. Novel, I would probably. Well, I just read Mistborn, so I'm gonna say Mistborn. I'd love to see that action transition into live action. I think it would be. It's also just that world is very cinematic. I feel like it would look very good in live action, but not including Mistborn. I've always wanted a Catcher in the Rye adaptation.
You trying to get someone to kill the president?
Nah, man. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. But I reading Catcher in the Rye. I was like, I want them to cast the kid from The Holdovers, and just have him walk around New York City talking shit,
just giving everyone the business.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So those are my picks.
Unfortunately, a lot of the I initially immediately was gonna say Swamp Thing, but we're already getting the Swamp Thing live action, so that's kind of a cheat code. We've already got Watchmen. I haven't really read much that hasn't already been adapted, or is like going to be adapted, to be honest with you. I guess out of everything I've read, I'd say Animal Man. If I can't do Swamp Thing, I'll say Animal Man for graphic novel. And then all the books that I've read have all been adapted. Like, my favorite book is Frankenstein. We've already got a Frankenstein. I guess a true to novel Frankenstein hasn't been done that I know of. That would be really cool. True to the book, Frankenstein. And there's a 1984 movie that I haven't seen, but I think there's a couple of 1984 movies.
I think there is. And then Jonathan also asked, which project that never came to fruition would you have liked to have seen been made?
I think the coolest one that we've talked about, because I don't know about a lot of these like you do, was the Halo movie.
Oh, the Alex Garland Halo movie?
Yeah. Not directed by Alex Garland, but written by Alex Garland, right? Yeah. I don't want it to be directed by him.
We never had a director. It was just a script.
Oh, I thought Blomkamp was attached to it for a while.
Maybe he was.
For some reason, I remember that. Maybe I'm making that
No,
shit
maybe
up.
he was. Yeah, you're right. But Alex Garland wrote it. Halo movie doesn't really interest me.
Yeah, that was my pick.
But I know. I was about to. I know that. I understand that.
Just immediately, I picked up for myself, and you were like, "Yeah, that's not really that cool," but yeah.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't interest me. Especially written by Alex Garland. I don't know. I mean, that was in the good Alex Garland era. Like, that was written in the 2000s, so maybe it would have been good back then. I don't know. But new Alex Garland? Yuck. Stinker. The projects I'm thinking about are George Miller's Justice League. I would have really liked to see. The next one's complicated because I would have really liked to see Ben Affleck's The Batman. But if we did see that, we would have never seen Matt Reeves' The Batman. So I'm much happier with what we have. But if I could still see that movie and keep The Batman, I'd really like to see that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't trade it. But if I could also get it additionally, I would like to see that.
More Batman material, for sure.
James Cameron's Spider-Man movie.
Oh, yeah, that would have been really cool.
David Fincher's Spider-Man movie. I would have loved to see. Has there been anything else? I don't know if I can think of anything else that hasn't really come to fruition.
Yeah, I don't really know about a lot of like the projects that were started and got canceled. I know there was a big thing with like the Collector 3, where it's like it was happening, then it wasn't happening, but now I think it is happening.
I haven't heard it. I thought it was confirmed it was happening, but I haven't heard anything about it in a long time.
There was some weird stuff that happened with it, but I don't remember exactly to what extent. But yeah, I can't think of a lot of the canceled or like projects that didn't happen. Oh, you know what? The third in the Prometheus trilogy. The third Ridley Scott Alien.
I guess that one's like,
it could still happen.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be a trilogy, I think, but I don't think he ever wrote a script or anything.
Yeah, it didn't get like very far off the ground, but like his vision was like the three movies. It was Prometheus, and then I think he had a different idea for Covenant, but people that didn't like Prometheus, so he like redid Covenant to be more horror, and he was gonna do a third one.
I'd say Spider-Man 4. That one was actually like happening for a while.
It would have been cool too if we got Spider-Man 4 and then they could have paced 3 a little bit differently.
I think 4 was supposed to be with Vulture, played by John Malkovich, if I'm not mistaken.
That would have been nuts.
Yeah. I am the Vulture.
I'm going to get you, Spider-Man. The Vulture.
This is the Con Air. Yeah, I think that's all of the ones I can really think of that didn't get made. The Ryan Gosling, Derek Cianfrance, Wolfman, I would have really liked to see.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it was a different script. If it was the same script, I'm fine. I'm all right with it not happening. But I assume it would have been a different script, and I would have really liked to see that. But
yeah.
What fictional movie world would you like to live in, and why? From Ben.
I feel like your answer is gonna be very different than mine because you like very sad things.
Well,
I
don't
off
know.
the head, I was like, he's gonna probably say Blade Runner because it's always pouring down rain and everyone is sad.
My first instinct is to say Blade Runner.
I knew it was gonna be Blade Runner.
I love that shit. I love the rain and the neon lights and the cyberpunk aesthetic.
Everything's raining. Everything's polluted. There's trash everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's lonely.
There's
and
people
depressed.
wearing trash bags.
Yeah, they're dressed in all plastic.
Yeah. There's a bunch of foreigners that you can't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my first instinct. But then I think Lord of the Rings, and I think the Shire, eating potatoes.
Oh, dude, yeah. You don't even have to be a big guy. Like, it's part of the adventures. You just go around.
Yeah. I feel like they'd just be a good hang.
Just be a good hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other worlds.
Definitely not John Wick. I would get killed so fast.
I wouldn't want to live in Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Star Wars, like the poor people in Star Wars, kind of aren't having a good time.
Yeah, it kind of seems, honestly, like there's always people doing very bad.
Yeah.
And the Jedi don't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Blade Runner.
Blade Runner?
That's just my fucking shit.
I don't know for me. I don't want to live in Dune. Everyone's having a bad time in Dune.
No. That would be a hellscape.
You know what? The fucking Guardians universe.
So the MCU.
Less of that part. More just going to different worlds with a spaceship. It can be a piece of shit spaceship. And then, like, you know, running amok with my animal sidekick.
I mean, you wouldn't be Peter.
No, but, like, it seems like everyone has a spaceship there. You know, like, space travel is pretty common.
I don't see a lot of animal sidekicks except for the leads of the movie.
Yeah, but I would be able to find one.
Oh.
Or some kind of alien creature that would, like, follow me around. You know, as long it has to be small, it has to be not human. That would be my little sidekick. And then I'd go in the distraction, and then the tiny guy would run in underneath the bar tables, and steal people's money.
It sounds like a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
Let me see if I'm forgetting any. Let me pull up my favorite movies.
You could live in the Fight Club universe and just get your cheeks clapped every day.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd go with Blade Runner, and Lord of the Rings would be runner-up. Ian said, "Why is Cash a little bitch?" Where to begin on that? I mean, the root of my problems go back to 3rd grade.
Yeah.
When I cut my finger open with a Vienna sausage can.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. That was the root of my pain tree.
Yeah.
So, hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Do you think Fantastic Four will be good enough to revive the MCU since most people don't give a fuck right now? It's from Evan.
No. That's my answer. Flat out no.
Revive the MCU. I don't think so, but I don't think it will be because of the quality of the movie. I think general audiences just aren't really going to care much about Fantastic Four. I care a lot about it, but I don't think Fantastic Four gets mainstream audiences excited like the Avengers and like other movies. So
I don't think that's the case. I think their problem is the decisions they've made with the multiverse. I think that has been a huge error in judgment. Like, I get that that's how it is in the comics and stuff, and you can do all this crazy stuff, but it also takes away from any kind of stakes that a movie can have. And then also having Fantastic Four being like a period piece is going to make people feel less like it's actually involved in what's going on in the core MCU.
I don't think people are going to think that. And I'm also very skeptical that they're even going to commit to the time period piece.
But that's kind of like, the fact that you think that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it could just be like...
Because, I mean, they have to have the Fantastic Four in the modern-day timeline for the Avengers movies.
Yeah, and then, like,
So
they
they'll get
announced
there
an
somehow.
actor for Doctor Doom, and there's people being like, well, that's not going to be the real Doctor Doom. That's fucking crazy that we have that discussion.
I mean, I haven't really seen people say that. Everyone that I've seen thinks he's Doctor Doom. They just think it's a shit casting.
Well, like, it's... there. I've seen people say that it's going to be, like, some kind of iteration of Doctor Doom, and not like how we know Doctor Doom.
Well, they've already said he's Victor Von Doom. It's not some...
I'm saying he's going to have like the same name, but it's going to be like not traditional Doctor Doom.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Because he looks like fucking Iron Man. It's retarded. It's
Yeah.
retarded as shit. I don't think Fantastic Four can save the MCU. I think that comes with multiple good movies back to back to back. I think that's the only thing that could really get people excited again. If Captain America is good, and then Thunderbolts is good, and then Fantastic Four is good, and then like in a year or two, Avengers movies start coming out, maybe.
I think they'd have to pool their resources. They'd have to reel it back a little bit. I don't see them doing that. I think they're going to keep pushing out as many fucking shitty shows as they can and all the little random projects they do. They're doing too much at once, and the quality, even in just the visuals, is like very noticeably going down.
I mean, they already have the release dates for Avengers movies.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm saying that like they're just doing too much stuff. Like they need to like, they did their big roadmap, and I feel like there's just some stuff they need to just cancel and say, hey, we're going to circle back to this later. We need to focus on this one thing.
Let me see what they even have announced right now. Honestly, I don't think there's too much that I would think needs to get canceled.
There was Armor Wars that they were going to do for a while.
Yeah, but I don't think that's happening anymore. See if there's an updated list.
Yeah.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I hate the animation that they went with for that, so I might not watch that.
I don't even know if I know what that looks like.
Looks like shit. Captain America: Brave New World, Daredevil, fuck yeah, Thunderbolts. Okay, Ironheart should not be getting made. I agree there. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Is that a
Four
movie or a show?
I think it's a movie. No, wait. It says it's on Disney Plus, so probably a probably a show. Eyes of Wakanda, that's an animated thing. That's not real. Marvel Zombies, that's, who fucking cares? I'm talking, like, you can do these little, like, animated things. That doesn't really bother
Yeah, no,
me.
I'm not
Like,
talking about that. I'm talking about, like,
live
the
action
Ironheart
stuff is what I'm kind of talking
when
about.
they were doing, like, Miss Marvel, The Marvels was, like, projects that shouldn't have been made. Eternals, I don't know how the fuck they were going to wind up bringing that into the MCU or where they were going to go with that. Armor Wars, if that got canceled, fucking hopefully they did. At this point, the fucking Blade movie just needs to get fucking boxed and try again.
It says the Armor Wars is undated, so I'm pretty sure that's been, like, shelved. But in terms of projects that are actually happening that I think should get canceled, it's just this untitled Vision series. Do not make a Vision series. Ironheart, and was that it? Yeah, Ironheart and the Vision series. That's all I think should be canceled. Everything else, I'm cool with. Wonder Man looks fun. Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4.
What comes
Avengers
out
Secret
before
Wars.
Avengers Doomsday?
Wonder Man, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Captain America.
It seems kind of nuts.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to show up in Fantastic Four, so they feel like they set him up, but
Yeah, I don't know.
that's a nightmare.
They definitely need to focus in, I think, and just, like, have a very clear, like, once they moved on from the Avengers, like, once they did Endgame, they should have just went on and focused on a different, like, thing. Like, right after that, they should be like, well, now we're going to do Fantastic Four and just do a couple of Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah, they should have locked the fuck in is what they should have done.
But instead they did fucking WandaVision and Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and all this other shit that, like, cost them money and resources, while they're also trying to do other random shit. They just need to tighten up.
Yeah. They just have been shafting the X-Men, dude. I want X-Men so bad.
Yeah.
I think they're gearing up for X-Men, though, which is good. The next saga in the MCU is called the Mutant Saga. And I think something they did in, like, the Eternals referenced the X-Men.
Well, I'm never going to know what that is. Because I'm not going to fucking finish that movie.
Yeah.
I have seen it start to finish. It took me, like, 3 tries. But I just don't remember anything
I haven't
about
seen
it.
it start. I have turned it off. I've watched half of it twice.
Yeah.
Because
I
bad.
keep falling asleep to it.
It's just, I mean, the worst thing you can do is be boring, and good grief.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd give me the slop junk over that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a nightmare. But anyways, that's all we got for this episode. Oh,
Did we lose him?
still
Oh,
recording.
okay.
Okay, that's good.
That
My laptop was locked. It was on the lock screen. That was weird. But we'll be back next week on the film.
I can't go that high.
You're not me.